Welcome, intrepid seekers of the unknown, and greetings to those who have returned to delve deeper into the enigmatic realm. Step into the mystic domain of our Cryptic Hunters YouTube page, where curiosity reigns and secrets await. Pull up a stump, dear viewers, for an extraordinary adventure awaits you. Relax, for I shall guide you through the labyrinthine corridors of ancient legends, uncharted territories, and the veiled mysteries that lie just beyond our grasp. Embark upon this captivating journey with me and allow the seductive tales and mind-bending puzzles to transport you to the furthest reaches of your imagination. Embrace the anticipation, for together we shall unravel the tapestry of enigmas that dance in the shadows. Sit back, my friends, and prepare to be mesmerized by the intriguing content that awaits you. Krampus. Krampus is typically depicted as a horned, anthropomorphic figure that is part goat and part demon. He has a dark, shaggy coat of fur, cloven hooves, and long, pointed horns protruding from his head. His tongue is often depicted as lolling out of his mouth, and he is known for his menacing appearance, complete with sharp teeth and a ferocious expression. He is often portrayed carrying chains, bells, and a bundle of birch branches or switches, which he uses to swat naughty children. Contrary to the benevolent figure of St. Nicholas, who rewards well-behaved children with gifts and treats, Krampus serves as a counterpart who punishes those who have been naughty or disobedient. According to tradition, Krampus roams the streets during the Christmas season, particularly on the night of December 5th, known as Krampusnacht or Krampus Night. He is said to visit homes and businesses, looking for misbehaving children to punish. The origins of Krampus can be traced back to pre-Christian pagan traditions in the Alpine regions of Europe, where he was believed to be a horned deity associated with the winter solstice and the onset of winter. Over time, as Christianity spread throughout the region, Krampus became intertwined with Christian beliefs and traditions, particularly the feast of St. Nicholas. In many Alpine communities, the figure of Krampus was incorporated into the celebrations surrounding St. Nicholas Day, serving as a warning to children to behave and obey their parents and elders. During Krampusnacht, people would dress up as Krampus and other mythical creatures, parading through the streets, making noise, and engaging in mischief to scare and entertain onlookers. In recent years, Krampus has experienced a resurgence in popular culture, with films, television shows, and books exploring the legend and its significance. Despite its dark and ominous portrayal, Krampus remains a beloved and enduring figure in Central European folklore, representing the balance between light and darkness, good and evil, that is often associated with the Christmas season. Old Krampus story, submitted by viewer. The snow fell softly, blanketing the quaint alpine village in a shimmering white cloak. The air was filled with the sweet scent of pine and wood smoke, and the distant sound of carolers echoed through the frosty night. It was Christmas Eve, a time of joy and celebration, or so I thought. As I made my way through the narrow cobblestone streets, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. The villagers seemed unusually somber, their faces etched with worry as they hurried home, clutching tightly to their children's hands. Ignoring the nagging sense of unease, I pressed on, determined to reach my destination before nightfall. As darkness descended upon the village, a chilling wind swept through the streets, extinguishing the flickering gas lamps and casting eerie shadows upon the snow-covered ground. A sense of dread washed over me, and I quickened my pace, desperate to escape the encroaching darkness. Suddenly, a low rumbling echoed through the village, growing louder and more menacing with each passing second. The ground trembled beneath my feet, and I stumbled, struggling to maintain my balance. As I looked up, my blood ran cold. The figure standing before me was unlike anything I had ever seen. Towering over me was Krampus, the legendary Christmas demon, his eyes glowing with malevolent intent. His horned head loomed ominously against the night sky, and his twisted, gnarled fingers reached out, beckoning me closer. Frozen in terror, I watched as he unfurled a tattered sack, revealing a collection of chains, switches, and rusty bells. With a guttural growl, Krampus lunged forward, his breath reeking of sulfur and decay. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my lips as he seized me with his icy grip, pulling me into his lair. The world around me spun as darkness engulfed my senses, and I found myself trapped in a nightmarish realm of shadows and despair. As I struggled to free myself from Krampus's clutches, memories of my past transgressions flooded my mind. Every lie I had told, every promise I had broken, each sin weighed heavily upon my soul, fueling Krampus's insatiable hunger for vengeance. With each passing moment, his grip tightened, and I knew that escape was futile. Suddenly, a glimmer of hope flickered within me as I recalled the tales of St. Nicholas and his unwavering devotion to the lost and forsaken. Summoning every ounce of courage, I mustered a feeble prayer, pleading for salvation from the darkness that threatened to consume me. To my astonishment, a blinding light pierced the shadows, illuminating the cavernous chamber and driving Krampus back with a deafening roar. As my eyes adjusted to the brilliance, I saw a figure emerge from the light, a radiant being clad in golden armor, his eyes filled with compassion and love. "Be gone, foul demon," the figure proclaimed, his voice echoing through the chamber like thunder. With a wave of his hand, Krampus was banished, his howls of rage fading into the abyss as he vanished from sight. Trembling with gratitude, I fell to my knees, overwhelmed by the realization that I had been spared from a fate worse than death. The figure extended his hand, lifting me to my feet with a gentle smile. "Fear not, for you have been given a second chance," he said, his voice filled with warmth and understanding. "Seek redemption, and let love guide your heart, for it is the greatest gift of all." With a final nod, the figure disappeared, leaving me alone in the darkness with a newfound sense of purpose. As I emerged from Krampus's lair, the first rays of dawn bathed the village in a golden glow, and I knew that I had been granted a miracle. From that day forward, I vowed to live a life worthy of the second chance I had been given, embracing the spirit of Christmas and sharing the gift of love with all who crossed my path. And so, as the years passed, the tale of my encounter with Krampus became a legend, a reminder of the power of redemption and the enduring hope that resides within us all. Though the memory of that fateful night haunts me still, I take solace in knowing that love triumphs over darkness and that miracles are possible, even in the bleakest of times. The Yule Lads. The Yule Lads are a group of 13 mischievous characters from Icelandic folklore who are said to visit children on the 13 nights leading up to Christmas. The Yule Lads have their roots in Icelandic folklore and are believed to have originated from pagan traditions that predate Christianity in Iceland. Over time, these characters evolved and became part of the country's unique Christmas traditions, with stories and legends passed down through generations. Each of the 13 Yule Lads has a distinct personality and appearance, often reflected in their names, which are derived from their specific characteristics or mischievous deeds. Stekkjastor, sheepcoat Claude. He is known for harassing sheep and has stiff legs, making it difficult for him to move around. Giljagar, Gullygok. He hides in gullies and waits for an opportunity to sneak into the cowshed to steal milk. Stufur, Stubby. He is short and tries to steal pans to eat the crust left on them. Thivuruslicker, Spoonlicker. He steals wooden spoons to lick the leftovers from them. Potaskville, Pot Scraper. He steals leftovers from pots. Askasleikir, Bowl Licker. He hides under beds, waiting for someone to put down their asker, a type of bowl, so he can steal it and lick it clean. Hurdiskeller, Door Slammer. He likes to slam doors, especially during the night, waking people up. Skirgamur, Skyr Gobbler. He has a particular fondness for skyr, Icelandic yogurt, and will do anything to get his hands on it. Bjugna Krakir, Sausage Swiper. He hides in the rafters and snatches sausages that are being smoked. Gulugagir, Window Peeper. He peeks through windows looking for things to steal. Gutatheffer, Doorway Sniffer. He has a large nose and an acute sense of smell, which he uses to locate laufabröd, a type of Icelandic bread, to steal. Ketkrokur, Meat Hook. He uses a hook to steal meat. Kurtusnikir, Candle Stealer. He follows children to steal their candles, leaving them in darkness. The Yule Lads were initially portrayed as mischievous characters who played tricks on people and stole food during the Christmas season. However, over time, their image became more refined, and they evolved into more benevolent figures who left gifts for well-behaved children. In Icelandic tradition, children would place their shoes by the window each night leading up to Christmas, and the Yule Lads would leave gifts or treats for those who had been good. The Yule Lads are also associated with the figure of Grýla, a giantess who is believed to be their mother. Grýla is depicted as a fearsome ogress who kidnaps naughty children and cooks them in a stew. Together with her Yule Lads, Grýla serves as a cautionary figure in Icelandic folklore, encouraging children to behave and obey their parents. In modern times, the Yule Lads have become a beloved part of Icelandic culture, with parades, festivals, and celebrations held in their honor each year. Their enduring popularity reflects the rich tradition of storytelling and folklore in Iceland, as well as the country's unique cultural heritage. La Befana. La Befana is a legendary figure from Italian folklore who is said to deliver gifts to children throughout Italy on the eve of the Epiphany, which is celebrated on January 6th. La Befana is often depicted as an elderly woman with a haggard appearance, dressed in tattered clothing and riding a broomstick. She is typically portrayed wearing a black shawl and a kerchief on her head. In her sack, she carries gifts and treats for well-behaved children, as well as coal or dark candy for those who have been naughty. La Befana is known for her kind-hearted nature, and she is beloved by children throughout Italy. The origin of La Befana can be traced back to Christian and pagan traditions that have evolved over time to create the figure we know today. The name Befana is believed to derive from the Italian word Epifania, which refers to the Epiphany, the Christian feast day celebrating the visit of the Magi to the baby Jesus. According to legend, La Befana was an old woman who lived in a village in Italy. One night, the three wise men stopped at her house seeking directions to Bethlehem. Although she provided them with hospitality, she declined their invitation to join them on their journey to see the Christ child. Later, she regretted her decision and set out to find the wise men and the baby Jesus. Armed with a sack filled with gifts, La Befana embarked on a quest to find the Christ child, leaving gifts for children along the way in hopes of finding him. Despite her best efforts, La Befana never found the Christ child, and to this day, she continues her search. Every year on the eve of the Epiphany, she travels throughout Italy, leaving gifts for children in hopes of finding the baby Jesus. In some versions of the story, it is said that the marks on her face are from the ashes of the chimney she has descended down, as she is believed to have entered homes through the chimney to deliver gifts. The legend of La Befana has been passed down through generations in Italy, and she remains a beloved figure in Italian culture and folklore. The tradition of celebrating the Epiphany with gifts and treats for children dates back centuries and continues to be an important part of Italian Christmas celebrations. In modern times, La Befana is celebrated with parades, festivals, and events throughout Italy. Children write letters to La Befana telling her whether they have been good or bad, and leaving out stockings or shoes for her to fill with gifts. The story of La Befana serves as a reminder of the importance of kindness, generosity, and the joy of giving during the holiday season. In summary, La Befana is a legendary figure from Italian folklore who is believed to deliver gifts to children throughout Italy on the eve of the Epiphany. Her story combines elements of Christian and pagan traditions, creating a beloved figure who embodies the spirit of generosity, kindness, and the joy of giving during the holiday season. As our time together draws to a close, fellow seekers, we extend our deepest gratitude for joining us on this captivating expedition into the realms of the cryptic. We hope these tales and puzzles have ignited a flame of curiosity within your very being, leaving you yearning for more. Remember, the enigmatic path never truly ends, as there are always new secrets waiting to be unraveled. So until our paths intertwine once again, may your days be filled with a sense of wonder and adventure. Also, please subscribe, like, and follow if you have enjoyed this content. Farewell for now, dear viewers, and may your journeys through the cryptic cosmos be forever filled with awe-inspiring discoveries. Safe travels, and may the enigma forever be at your side.